I become unaccountably angry every time a Tesla drives by now.
How do you express that anger?
Internally.
The president is asking people to buy Tesla cars right now. What's your response to that?
Absolutely not. I will never buy a Tesla car.
It isn't your average car showroom.
Should I get in?
Get in!
But Donald Trump is backed by Elon Musk. He had his choice of models.
That's beautiful.
For now, at least.
This is bulletproof.
When Elon Musk rolled onto the world's most famous driveway.
Everything's computer. Everything's computer. Everything's computer. I love Tesla. Tesla. What's the best of these cars? I want to make a good deal here. I like to drive cars, but I'm not allowed to. I'm not allowed to use it. This is beautiful. Should I get in? Whoa. Everything's computer. I love Tesla. I want that same color.
And which model did he choose?
The one I like is that one. And I want that same color.
All right.
David Blevins, Sky News in Washington.
Ready, Dave?
Everything's computer.
I do want to go camping with you, though, if we can go camping.
Well, yeah, with records. Yeah. Yeah.
Tesla. Hey, everybody. This is Becoming Friends With. Oh, I'm Renee, and this is
Byron.
Oh, wait. There we go. Byron.
No, wait.
Tonight we're
We've done this before, and we tried.
yeah. We did try. Oh, wait. High five. High five. High five. Okay.
Okay.
That man, by the way, that little kid, that's his in case somebody tries to execute him, right? That's why he has that kid there, right?
Yeah.
Somebody tries to assassinate him. I mean,
I think even more so than that. I mean, I think he's there to detract from any real hard-hitting questions where it might, come back and be like, well, that was a real piece of shit answer. Why are you such a piece of shit? Right? Because this fucking kid's right there. You can't say that. Not that anyone in the media has any balls to do that.
You never know. I mean,
but yes.
Dude.
So yeah, I mean, he's a human shield for so many things. Questions, bullets. I guess maybe just those two things. Vaccines.
Questions and bullets.
And vaccines. The kid would probably have to take.
By the way,
too.
Did you go get your beef tallow fries over at Steak and Shake?
My what? My beef
tallow.
My what?
Beef tallow fries.
What's a beef tallow?
So all it is it's just beef fat. So it's just fat from cows.
Okay.
And it's just melted down. It's just fat, right? And they fry the fries in that. It's what McDonald's used to do, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
RFK Jr. is like pushing this as a healthy substitute.
As a healthy substitute?
A saturated fat. Yes. I think as a healthy substitute. Why else would he do it? He's the health czar, right?
Well, I don't think we're calling them czars yet. I think that comes after.
Czarface?
Oh. No, that's way more acceptable than what we're currently living in. What were
I
we
don't,
talking
man.
about? Oh, I mean, I kind of want to try them.
I mean, I'm sure they taste good, you know.
But now I'm not.
But now I don't want to. Yeah.
Is that when? I think I saw a picture of him this week where he was like walking weird or had like a really weird stance.
The stance, yeah. Everybody's making fun of it. There's a picture of him.
What was that?
Standing weird. Just look up RFK standing steak and shake. That's all you got to look up.
RFK. Well, I'll just put standing weird. Steak and shake. That.
What? Did you see it?
Nope.
You can put it up.
I didn't even get that far. Let me show you how I spelled steak and shake.
Let me see.
Backwards.
Wow. Oh, man.
Okay.
And nothing's kicking in yet, huh?
Mm-mm. I'm just a big dumb dummy. Let's see. Okay. This is a magnificent photo just in and of itself. Look at that. He looks so confused right there. Look at RFK. Ooh, there he goes. Look at how confused he looks.
He's confused,
looks like he's
because
confused
it's not bear meat.
Everything. Yeah.
Man,
sorry.
Let me tell you, this Twin Peaks coffee, when I say it has a raspberry taste, it tastes like a damn raspberry pie, man.
That's isn't that the thing? This damn
pie. Pie is a thing, and donuts and coffee. There it is. Yes. It looks like he's about to break dance or something. Like he's about to dance. He's like Travolta.
That was okay. So that wasn't necessarily the photo he chose. That was the photo that Steak and Shake chose. I guess my next question is to Steak and Shake, and that is why?
Why Steak and Shake?
No. Why that pose? I
don't know. To me, it looks like
only photo they took of him.
Well, like it looks like it's mid stride to me. Like I don't want to say that was.
Is he doing like a crab walk?
No fucking clue, dude. Like I don't know what's going on there. Like
here.
I truly don't.
Copy image. And we're gonna do. Here we go. Okay, let's do this, and then we're going to, and then we'll say, make this man do a crab walk. And then we'll just see if it can work. This is.
Are you doing the grok? My grok thing is still messed up.
Ugh. Never mind.
It was. Just show me a picture of it. Or show me him. What do you want him to be doing?
I wanted him to do a little crab walk because I think that's what he's doing.
Oh.
But then they're like, yeah, we can't do what you want us to do. Let's see.
What is it? Grokers.com?
Grokers?
Well, this is a lot of dead air.
Nuh-uh. Look at this.
What? What? Who is that guy? That's not even RFK.
I know. See, that's the thing. That's where it ends up sucking, because they can't. There's probably exceptionally legal reasons, why they can't manipulate certain images. I don't know. Who fucking knows? Anyway, so RFK is a crap now because of Steak and Shake, right?
Yeah. Man, you love pouring the. Are we one of those channels now? AMSR or whatever.
Oh yeah, let's turn into ASMR. I need to grow my fingernails out if we're gonna do this. So we're not gonna do a hard pivot just yet, right? It's just gonna be a soft thing, like we'll keep this up every week, right? And then we'll just add in things here and there, right? Like a. Did that make any noise?
Oh my! So I just did a grok.
Oh god!
And are you ready to see it?
Well, yes, but that sounds like you just took a shit.
Well, I did.
Yeah,
pretty much with this one.
Oh.
Because I found out, because I wanted to bring up maybe with Chris, because Chris isn't here, but he should be back from Mulholland Drive. He's sick tonight, guys, so just bear with us. I think Chris might be starting to join us a little more often than not. So, but I was thinking that we need to come up with more ideas for like movie ideas of those existential, or something where it's like it's not horror based, right? It's got to be something where it's like a drama or just something. And so I was looking up like characters that are public domain, stuff that you can. Oh. And so the first one I thought of was that I saw. I was like, who could you pair with that? But this was my second choice because the first one wasn't working. And so I found out that Felix the cat is a public domain. So I was just like, yeah. So I was just like, let's see what Stanley Tucci looks like as that. Well, let's see what he looks like in New York.
Whoa!
Look at that! Look. So it did this, and then it did this. So I don't know. There.
I like that. It's like it's just like his hair.
Well, I guess that would work, right? As a kind of like the kind of like stories that we want to do, but I don't know too much about Felix the cat, right? So look at that.
That looks. Who does that look like?
There he is in New York City.
There we go.
Right there. Look at that.
Mm-hmm. Classic Tucci pose.
Tucci gang.
Tucci gang. Oh no, those are just those look like fabric, like felt little.
Yeah, like the thing we were trying to go for with the Winnie the Pooh, right? So
okay, so here's, if we're gonna continue to kind of like build on this, right? Week over week, just to kind of like create this universe. Are they gonna be like consistent like that from film to film, or
they don't always have to be dour?
Oh no, I don't mean dour, but I mean like the costuming.
No, not all of them. We could do it to where they're more like, I don't know, however you want to do it. Like if it's like an indie vibe, they could be like, have like that, like Tucci was just those, right?
Yeah.
But or like like I don't know, like dressed like freaking like what do they call them? Like just like not punks, but just like laid back people, hippies, and just like hey man, you know, just like, but like kind of dress them up like what if it's an animal or whatever, kind of dress them up to where they look like an animal or something like that. I don't know. Just we got to be clever with this. We got to figure out like.
That's what I'm saying, and that's why I think like it should vary, right? Because you know, I think the tone of the film is going to kind of give way to, you know, a little bit of kind of like the costuming and things of that nature, right?
Yeah.
And then I think it would be fun to, you know, join all of it together in weird ways, right? Then just start like, because it will be just like a cinematic universe.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
right.
Just start, you know, weaving it all together. But, you know, it always stays like that character stays with that style, right?
Yeah.
So,
Have you seen that good joke about that Bob Dylan movie where they say stay after the credits because there's a scene where a young Roy Orbison comes in and throws down some pictures and says, "I'm looking for these fellas." Do you get it? You know, the Traveling Wilburys.
yeah, that's fantastic. Oh my god!
And then I was like, what if they made like a cinematic universe of that? How weird would that be?
Well, they are
Sam Mendes is doing 4 Beatles movies, right?
Yeah.
Of each member.
Is he doing all 4?
Yeah, I don't know if I like that, man. And this is another question I have for you.
Is this his
Sam Mendes? Sam Mendes.
Project?
No, hey, I got a question here.
Oh.
Sam Mendes. Is he any good?
What I didn't see. Did he do what did he do? Hang on.
American Beauty is his big one.
Okay. And can we like that anymore? Like, is that a
Well, I mean, you liked LA Confidential, right? Well,
oh yeah.
So I think we can. I think it's okay. Dude, that movie's kind of hard, like because there's like an underage girl showing her boobs in it, and
it wasn't she. I mean, like
she was 17.
So was it that she was playing a 17-year-old, but was like,
no, she was 17.
See, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
So I mean, like
she
that's
got
2
the
strikes
okay
now, you know.
Yeah, and then
she got the okay, or like
Mina Suvari is not who we're talking about either. I'm talking about Thora Birch. Because Mina Suvari was like 21 or something like that at the time.
I don't remember.
Thora Birch was his daughter.
Well, yeah. But I don't remember her being topless.
There's a part where Wes Bentley is like looking out there with his manicured eyebrows.
Wes Bentley, that's his name.
He has the sharpest eyebrows anybody could ever have.
Man, does he ever.
But she just takes her top off in front of him. And it's just weird. It's like, I was kind of weirded out. I was like, hey, wait, isn't she underage?
Yeah, that seems weird. I don't like that.
I don't, maybe I'm wrong, but maybe it's your right that it was the character, but I still think that's kind of gross. Even gross. It's gross, you know?
Well, I mean, so there's that I mean, there's 2 schools of thought there, obviously.
Maybe we shouldn't talk too much about this. But we can talk about Sam Mendes.
Yeah. I was trying to sign into our Letterboxd so we could.
You could look it up?
Yeah, but it's not letting me, so I'm just going to go to IMDb. We'll figure that out for next week. Oh, did you see?
What?
Freakier Friday.
Oh, I haven't watched the trailer yet.
It looks ridiculous, but any body swap movie I will watch.
You will watch it? Like vice versa with Fred Savage?
At some point, yeah. Did you see what was the one where they peed in the pool?
Wait, I don't remember which one. Which was that? Was that the Kirk Cameron one with Dudley Morris?
No. Oh, what was that? No, that
wasn't that like father like son?
Yes.
And then vice versa was Judge
Fucking
Reinhold
forgot
and
about
Fred
that
Savage.
Yes. Yeah. Like Father Like Son was like one of those movies that my sister and I watched all the time for some reason. Why? Oh, Kirk Cameron. She had huge. Oh, that's right. She had such a giant crush on Kirk Cameron. I mean, she had one of those. She had a poster in her room, and he had like a. It was either like a denim jacket or a leather jacket, and I don't know why I remember that. She also had a poster of the New Kids on the Block.
Oh, my wife had one of those.
So there you go. So yeah, that's okay. So Sam Mendes. I'm gonna say probably no because I've not seen any of those movies. Oh wait, I just took away.
Like I wouldn't say like I think he's.
God damn it.
There's something good about him, right?
Oh
like,
sure.
I don't. There's
Or he wouldn't.
But like,
I mean, he wouldn't get work.
Well, I think American Beauty is more the script than it is the directing. Honestly,
Did he? Is he?
He didn't. He didn't
write
write
well?
it. No, he didn't write
he's
it.
Just the director.
Yeah, but to some people's credit, like at least he's like, I'm not a writer,
Right.
So, but yeah, so like just go all the way down. There you go. American Beauty is his first movie, right?
Yeah. TV
Which
movie.
at the time
he did a TV movie adaptation of Cabaret.
Oh, okay. Well, comes from. I think he's a stage director. That's where he comes from, right?
That song good.
So, American Beauty. Did you like it? I mean, you can say yes. I don't mind.
I mean,
I made a joke about it the other day.
Oh,
with Ben, because we were talking about. What were we talking about? We were talking about like people's like other parents, like other parents or something like that. Like if they were conservative. I made a joke. I was like, yeah, like somebody's friends or parents are just walking around in Nazi uniforms in their house. Like I made a joke because I said like they're all conservative,
Yeah.
But Ben put like, my brother put like exclamation points, the oh my gosh, and I put no, I'm kidding, and then I just put Chris Cooper. Do you remember that in American Beauty?
Oh yeah, his character was.
That's
creepy.
Yeah.
I think that was one of my. I really loved his character because I thought like
I mean like I actually like
he had like growth. Right towards the end, wasn't he like a somewhat less of a shithead by the end of the movie?
Chris Cooper
anymore?
No, yeah. Dude, no. I guess maybe we should watch this.
He kept going,
and we should decide. Should we decide if it's okay? Go ahead and click and see if it's on streaming on anything so we can watch it.
Yeah. And then before you ask, I never saw Road to Perdition.
Oh. It's one of the first movies I saw with Kate, or not one of the first I saw with Katie. Scroll back up. Nope, it's not on anything. Oh, it's on Pluto.
It's on Pluto, so we can watch it with a bunch of commercials.
It's still R-rated, right? It's the R-rated version.
I don't know.
It's not edited for TV or anything, is it?
Oh, it probably would be.
So I remember liking aspects of Road to Perdition, and I remember liking the way it was shot. I think, if I'm not mistaken, I don't know if it's the same cinematographer. Can you see who did Road to Perdition? It might be Conrad, but I was thinking it was what's his name? my favorite guy, the guy that finally won for Blade Runner 2049, Deakins.
Where do you get the rest of the
hit all
hit all?
or go down to the cast. I think there's a way to do it from there.
Isn't so Tom Hanks plays a bad guy in this, right?
Yeah, well, he's a mob guy, right? There. Scroll down. It'll do it here. It'll do it here. No, but I remember.
Jack Callahan was one of Rooney's business associates.
I've seen like one or two. You know.
Oh my god!
Get off of my screen. Is that on your screen or mine?
What?
For a limited time, take a sneak peek.
Oh, at the new in progress version of this page.
Yeah.
No.
Can you? Yeah. Please. Thank you.
Cinematography, Conrad L. Hall.
Okay, so it was that guy. It's the same guy that did American Beauty, but I remember this one looking way better to me.
Well, you know, he had a few more years of experience. So,
well, he's an old man, and I think he's dead now. So,
but the idea of watching a mean Tom Hanks just didn't,
well, who wrote this? It's based on a graphic novel. That's the other thing that was the big deal about this. Hey, Geico.
The Geico Gecko. Max Allens Collins, Richard Pierce Rayner, and David Self.
I've heard of David Self, but I haven't heard of the other two. Okay, let's go back to the filmography. Hey, it looks like we could watch that one on Paramount, which I was.
There you go.
I was using to watch Mulholland Drive because my goddamn 4K disc won't play.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. I got an error. So then, have you seen Jarhead?
Nope. And I didn't see Revolutionary Road either.
I didn't see that one either, and that's a Leo DeCap, Kate reunion. And there's apparently there's a very good Michael Shannon performance in that.
Oh,
I love him.
See, I do love him.
So
he's in an REM cover band.
Yeah, no, I think they sang with him on one time.
Yeah.
Did you ever see that?
Point,
Away We Go. It's very
yes.
Garden Statey style to me.
I enjoyed. I remember enjoying this.
I remember enjoying it, but I also remember being like, I'll probably never watch this ever again.
No, you're correct. Oh, except I forgot that it was Maya Rudolph.
Yeah, it's Maya Rudolph, and also Gaffigan is in it, and so is Allison Janney is really good in it.
Yeah, I forgot that was Maya Rudolph.
Who wrote this one?
She's
did the Kraz write this one?
Dave Eggers.
Oh, Dave Eggers.
Vandella Vida.
Hey, we've got two on YouTubers tonight. Sweet. We got 3 fans. Hello, everybody. Hey, everybody. We're going over Sam Mendes's filmography right now.
Mm-hmm.
What a treat.
What a fantastic time.
We just said away we go. Yeah, away we go. Okay.
Yeah.
It was good. You probably didn't see the Bond movies. I saw the first one he did. I enjoyed it, but I'm not a huge Bond fan, and I know Nolan Lover is going to kill me for that, but I'm not a huge Bond fan. Because he's a huge Bond fan, I think. So, sorry.
Yeah, I didn't. I was never.
That really Skyfall one was good, though. I liked that one.
Oh, all the ones that I've seen are fine.
The Danny Craig ones. That's what I call him.
Danny Craig.
Yeah, Danny Craig.
I call him D Crow.
D Cray.
No,
D
Crow.
D Crow. Okay, let's go up because I'm gonna skip the 007s. I did not see 1917, but you know the bid on that one, don't you?
Isn't that
It's like
one,
supposed to be like one
continuous
long thing.
shot, right?
It's supposed to.
Yes.
I mean, it's edited, obviously.
Yes, yeah,
but
yeah, obviously.
but it's supposed to. It's like, I don't know if you've seen. Have you seen Birdman?
Yes. Oh, I
So
forgot
that one's
was,
like
yeah,
that too. That one has edits, but it looks like one
but it's
shot.
very minimal. Yeah,
I liked that one.
and that was also kind of a tribute to what's the Hitchcock movie that
Rope.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, there's a handful of those. I forgot.
I think there's another
Birdman is
movie
one of
out
those. I love
that just
movie
came out
too.
recently. I think one came out
1917.
recently. Not that one. I mean, very recently.
Oh,
There's a show on Netflix called Adolescence, and it's supposed to be really good. It's British, and it's supposed to be. I think it's like 4 episodes, and it's like supposed to be one continuous shot.
I know.
Why? Because it's Brit.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna talk about Brits tonight.
We sure are, aren't we?
Yes, and I think it's gonna be some hot goss.
Yeah, I think you're right. No, that sounds interesting. I would definitely give it a shot, but that's strike one already.
I want to see 1917 because of that, but also because
Mm-hmm.
I think it highlights like some young actors that nobody knows and stuff like that. And also, I don't know that much about World War One. Do you know anything about that? So, and I don't know what this is. This must be something he did for some British shit.
Oh wow! From the beginning.
I'm just kidding. Actually,
Brokers
I'm sorry,
before the
British
Civil War.
people. I would like to go live there right now
Oh,
because
the
I'm in
lean.
America.
Yeah. Oh, that looks like it may be interesting. Or
Is
could
it
be
a
really
documentary?
boring. I can't tell.
Is it about a guy that tightrope walks?
I don't know.
By the way, have you ever seen that documentary about the
Yes.
tightrope walker
That's
that did it
why I
across
clicked on this, because I thought maybe that was this, right? But it.
Yeah, boy, that's a good one. I never saw the Zemeckis movie of it though. Close is up at the top left.
Oh my god. I don't. Yeah. Listen,
Old man, progressive insurance.
Yep. Oh,
Don't
god.
do that. Don't. You just making it worse.
I am just making it worse. Okay. There we go. Let's go back. Didn't see Empire of Light.
I didn't either. And then he's doing that series, the franchise, which is what's his name? The guy that did Veep, and also like that's a show that I need to catch up on. I never watched, that I should probably watch. And that's all about somebody shooting like a franchise movie, like MCU style movie, or like a
I saw a trailer for this and it
and I like that guy. Did you watch the show with that guy in it?
Yeah, but
and
I can't
what's her
remember what it
name?
is now.
Well, go down.
Yeah.
And you can just click on him.
It
was called like Station 11 or something like that.
We're on a site that tells us all of that. We're like, Jesus, what is
it was an HBO show.
Oh, I saw yesterday. Have you
Station
seen that?
11? No, I haven't seen that. I figured you would see that.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
Station 11. Have you seen that?
No.
It's on HBO. You should watch that, dude. That show is really good.
Maybe.
There's a lot of people in it. There's a David Cross appearance. Yeah, and it's a serious show. It's really good. It's about apocalyptic stuff, like it's after the apocalypse. But it's about a theater troupe kind of going, they entertain for people after the apocalypse, the people that are still alive and stuff like that.
You know what I mean.
Yeah, no, dude, it's a good show, and it's real. It'll make you cry your head off. That's the only thing.
Yeah, I could use.
Did you see Don't Look Up?
Yeah, that was fantastic. I enjoyed that.
I fucking love that movie. And then have you seen Tenet? I don't know if you've seen Tenet. That's a Nolan movie. That's
Is that
somebody,
how
you know what?
is
That's
that how you
another
pronounce it?
person. Yeah. That's a person that we should go and we should watch their filmography. Because I haven't seen Oppenheimer still. Or
You
we
know
should
what?
pick movies in the filmography, you know?
You know what? You know what? That
Because I don't know if you've seen all of his, right? Have you seen Inception?
that is a perfect segue.
Hey, everybody!
Sorry.
What?
It
Oh,
was
okay. I didn't have one.
Oh well, no worries, no worries. This is somewhat of a story, and then it leads back into what we were talking to, right? So
Okay.
just a slight little pivot, and then and then we'll return to old Chris Nolan, and it all just kind of comes together, right?
Oh,
So
old
I don't know.
Christoph.
Yeah, old Christoph Nolan, as he's known in his hometown. So this, I don't know. Yesterday, was it insane for you guys down there?
Yesterday. I like at about 3 a.m.
Speaking of yesterday, huh? At 3
Mhm.
a.m. Oh no! Did
3
you not have?
a.m.
Did you not have
Eternal love.
Oh,
You know that
see,
song?
no, I was thinking of the Matchbox 20 song.
But
It always makes me giggle when you set those things off.
no, when did it happen to you guys? Like 3 a.m. we got a little bit of hail.
Oh no, I was talking about the dust storm. Did you guys?
Oh
not
no, we
get
didn't
any
get
kind of-
any of that. No.
Oh,
Or
here,
we
let
just
me-
weren't outside.
So yeah, this yesterday, there was a pretty ridiculous
Please,
dust
no outdoor
storm.
burnings today. That's
Ooh,
the thing that we
gross.
cannot emphasize enough to you because
Right?
it's so dry, it's so windy.
Oh, well,
Any
my
fire will
wife
get
said
out of
that
control
there's a
very
fire.
quickly. Now, I want to show you some tower cams across North Texas to show you what we're having.
Turn that guy down. He doesn't need to be yelling at us.
Well, there's a fire like not too far from where we are. Like I think
right
in
now?
Georgetown. Yeah, it's like a field fire.
Oh, look at that!
Or
Hey,
like a crab apple fire. They said something like that. I don't know, something like that. I'll ask her. She's gonna walk by.
look at that!
Gross, man.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what California was like?
Oh no, I
You know?
can't even imagine. Yeah,
I was seeing like stuff from like because David Pajo lives out there in LA.
oh, and he was.
And
Yeah,
he was like
probably
posting
showed.
stuff about that, and like, dude, I had
Mhm.
no idea how much health problems he has, man. I feel sorry for that guy.
Oh, that's right. I forget about that. So yeah, that all of that was probably exacerbated, right?
Yeah.
So- Yeah. So we had these giant dust storms yesterday, and I at one point during the late afternoon, about 4:35,
Mhm.
Owen and I kind of step outside, and just like it's just red. It's like a reddish orange, just like cloud. Just everything looks reddish orange, and this is where my thought comes in. Just looking at that sky, and I just go, fuck. Kelly and I picked the wrong week to watch Interstellar for the first time ever.
Oh man. Oh. Damn, dude. Have you seen this? So did you finish it?
Yeah. We were only going to start it, and then Jesus, it was just so good.
That dude,
that,
McConaughey,
we finished
that
it.
scene where he's watching her
Yeah,
and just bawling. That
Yeah.
scene is so hard for me to watch.
it's intense. I loved it. Yeah.
That's it, man. That movie's really good. People did not see, and I think his brother wrote that with him, didn't he?
I don't know.
And that's the other cool thing I like. That's my favorite thing about Nolan is like he tries to be like exact, like with like time and stuff like that. Like remember when they just left that planet and then they came back and then that guy was old, you know? It was just, man.
Yeah, the way
Such a
like
good
everything was stitched together like perfectly. And yes, Jonathan did write it with him. So yeah. That was fantastic.
Chris is in chat tonight, so at least we got him. I hope you're feeling better, Chris.
Nice. Oh, you got fireworks, bud.
Oh no, this is what he gets. That's for you, Chris. And Byron. And everybody.
My camera doesn't do that. You son of a bitch.
Hope you're feeling better, buddy. But yeah, no, dude. If Chris is down, I'd be down for a Nolan-a-thon, man. I don't know if he's into Nolan, but we'll see. I guess.
Did you say you've
next time? I've seen everything but Oppenheimer.
Oh, see, so that is
like, have you seen the one he did before? Did you know he did one before a Memento? There's one that he did before that, and it's in black and white called called Following. Have you ever seen that one?
I've seen it, but I don't remember any.
Dude, it's good. I remember it being really good too. Like everything he makes is good. I think even the Batman movies, I like them. You know.
Yes.
So,
for sure.
I guess we're going away from Mendes.
What's that? We're going away from what?
Sam Mendes.
Oh, we got through his.
Oh yeah. But he's doing those Beatles movies, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so let's
Beatles movies.
Yeah. So Following is good. Memento is good. So this is another one that I wanted to talk to you about because I remember we saw this one with you, Insomnia. Remember when we saw that?
Yeah.
At Grapevine Mills Mall.
I can't remember. I remember really enjoying it.
I remember liking it, but I remember we were kind of disappointed because it wasn't like Memento. But then, like I've watched it recently, and that's a really like that movie's so well made and so well just done. It's awesome.
I forget it was Robin Williams and Pacino.
Well, see, like Robin Williams really isn't like the main person too, and he's so good in this too.
Oh yeah.
Like this is like, remember when I remember because I saw this one with you. It's a Robin
real quick, just
Williams
pronounce the names of the writers for me, just real quick.
Hilary Schultz, Nicolaj Frabena, Eric Skoijud. It's Norwegian, right? Because it's based on a foreign movie that Stellan Skarsgård is in.
Oh, there you go again.
You like a Stellan Skarsgård?
Yeah, you love your Skarsgårds,
dude. All the Skarsgård, dude. All of them. They're all good.
Who doesn't love a Skarsgård?
Yeah. Just think about Stellan Skarsgård and Good Will Hunting trying to make a mathematician like a sleazebag sexual harasser.
That was him. Yeah. I forgot about that.
If you ever I don't know how good Good Will Hunting probably is right now. I know Robin Williams is good in it, but I'm sure that movie is cheesy as hell now. But I remember listening to that commentary and laughing my ass off about it.
Yes.
Because it's Matt Damon, the director, what's his name?
Gus Van Sant.
Yeah, Gus Van Sant. And I don't know if Affleck is on it too. But Affleck might be on it too.
He was just in the background making Duncan.
Oh. Okay, so
J-Lo.
Let's move on to Did you see the Batman movies that he did? Or just this one, the first one? Or did you see all three?
No, I saw all three. and they're
Yeah.
all fantastic.
What
I
about
think
Prestige? Did you see that one?
I never saw
Oh
that.
man, dude, that's another one. And then
They're good.
Inception. You didn't see Inception? Yeah, dude, all of his movies are good. I'm telling you.
I did see Inception. That was good.
Yeah.
But then,
Interstellar.
yeah, Interstellar was squarely in my dark period of movies.
Mm-hmm.
Just didn't go see anything.
Dunkirk is very good.
So never saw Dunkirk.
Dude, that one looks so amazing. And then
and
I like
how did you
Tenet.
pronounce? Is that not Tenet?
Tenet. It's either way, Tenet or Tenet.
I don't know.
You know.
I haven't.
So,
I don't think I've seen
but
that.
I like it. I think it's a good movie. I think that too many people complain about it, and I think that they're missing what he's trying to do here. I think he's just trying to entertain you, and just like the story doesn't fucking matter. Look at this fucking cool shit going in reverse, and look at how I did it. That's what I think it is.
More of a visual.
It's just well, it's that, but it's also like it's a lot of what the technical stuff, right?
Yeah.
I think if you plus Kenneth Branagh's in it, and he's the bad guy, dude. He's so good in it. He's
like
just a
it.
good bad guy.
Yeah.
And also, I don't know if have you seen Black Klansman? What's his name? David Washington? Is it John David Washington?
Yes.
Denzel's son.
Yeah.
He's in Tenet. And so is Pattinson, Robert Pattinson, and Robert Pattinson's really good in it too. And so is Aaron Taylor Johnson is in that. So it's just
he always has
yeah
casts. And oddly enough, I have seen Oppenheimer.
Yeah, I know. And you said it was really good, right?
And you haven't. Yeah, it was.
So here's
fantastic. Yeah.
Here's who I think that he should put in the Odyssey to make. I couldn't keep a straight face, dude. To have a career comeback, because as my friend told me after I sent him this picture, it was one of the funniest things I've ever read. I can feel career comeback 2.0 gaining steam, baby. And I sent this.
No. Is that who it is?
He's not in it. No.
Oh, thank God.
It's Matt Damon is in it.
Oh, I
is
see
he
that
good
now.
in Oppenheimer? Okay. Is he? I mean.
Yeah. I think he's a really.
I think a lot of people underutilize him, man.
I him.
I think he's funny, and I think he can do just about anything. That's the thing.
I like him so much more than the Affleck out of that duo.
Well, yeah. I do think Affleck can direct a movie, though. I do think his first movie was very well directed that he directed.
Which one?
Gone Baby Gone. Have you seen that?
The Violent Femmes song?
No, it's a movie. So.
Oh, yeah. No, I never saw that.
It's good. It's a good movie. It's just like a mystery thriller
that he directed. Dude, this cast is ridiculous.
What, in Gone Baby Gone?
No, in
The Odyssey?
The Odyssey, yeah.
Oh yeah. Looks great.
Fantastic.
I'm sure. I mean, I'm gonna see it. You know, I'll do it. I'll watch anything he does. I just need to watch Oppenheimer.
And so, what was the? I mean, like, why have you not?
Because it's like it's real long, reason. And also Katie likes them, you know, and we have to find time to watch it together, right? I mean, and that's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
So especially with two kids, you know, so it's a little hard. But I'll get to it, and you know, the David Lynch thing has got me going. I started watching Mulholland Drive already. So it's on Paramount Plus if you need to stream it. By the way,
Sneaky. Yeah,
because
I
my
do.
stupid 4K disc does not work.
Well, see, that's the thing. I was going to borrow your 4K disc, and
Oh yeah, I was gonna send it to you like Netflix.
yeah, just like Netflix in the old days.
Look at what Chris said.
Everyone is amazing. See,
I want to see Robert Pattinson's in that new Bong Joon-ho movie, Mickey 17, where he's
oh, is he like a main character? Is he?
He's Mickey 17. He's like,
oh, he is.
He's the, you know what? Have you seen any commercials for it? I've heard that you probably should just go in like not knowing.
Yeah,
much.
no, I've not. I mean, I just know the concept of it, right?
Yeah,
like he's the 17th iteration, and like that. Yeah, that's basically all I know, and that it's like, yeah, it's supposed to be amazing. Yeah.
Have you seen this one that Chris mentioned on the screen there? Good Time with Robert Pattinson. It's what's their names? It's the guys that did that Adam Sandler movie about where he's the jewelry salesman. Hidden Gems. Or what is it?
Gems.
Uncut Gems.
Uncut Gems. The Softy
Yeah.
Brothers.
Yes.
Yeah. You know, they did his new stand-up special too.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I've been meaning to watch that because that seems like a weird thing for them to tackle.
Yeah.
You know, so I'd like to see what kind of interesting spin they put on that.
Well, didn't Spike Lee
any.
do somebody's recently?
Spike Lee did. Well, last thing that I know that he did was David Byrne's American Utopia.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And that, if you haven't watched, is
it good?
Man, pound for pound, it's damn near as good as Stop Making Sense.
Good.
Not quite.
Is it on Netflix? What is it on?
Do you know? Max? Why does that seem like?
I don't know. I'll have to look it up. I have the High Rollers trailer pulled up if you want to watch
it. Yeah, of course I do. Because I did see a photo of that, and I meant to ask if this was something that you wanted to discuss, actually. So,
what, the High Rollers?
Yeah.
Here we go.
It is on Max.
Hello. No, Mason. Salazar.
Your reputation as an international fugitive is very well earned.
Now, let me guess.
Can you hear it?
Do a job.
Yeah, I can. Could you not?
Yeah, no, I can.
Okay, good.
And I would tell you, you will never see Decker again.
Man, this looks so bad already.
Let's go. Go. Target has been captured. I promise you, I'll get you back.
Is that Gina Gershon?
Scarlet Pearl
I thought
Hotel
it is. I thought it was Mary Steenburgen at first.
And famous. Inside the penthouse is a safe. Find a way to access it.
I've got to. That makes me have to.
Let's do this.
I'm going to be searching for something while this plays, but I'll watch
an
at the same
extremely
time
dangerous job.
because I have to find it because
pulled this thing
Gina Gershon.
You better get to that safe before I level that entire casino.
All I want is Amy back.
I just want my kid back. Gina Gershon, Lucas House, Quavo.
You trying to steal from me?
Just protecting my family.
So this, I remember I have to upload this. It looks so good. But speaking of Gina Gershon, let me see if I can upload this real quick. Can you vamp?
Oh, this is in theaters? Gross.
It's probably not. I'm sure it's not. Maybe like it's probably like in 2 theaters, dude.
Oh, well, then I clicked on the link. I clicked on the link and it said, we didn't find any show times. Try picking another date or location. So, maybe not. We can rent it for $6.99. Wow, this just looks ridiculous.
I remember trying to watch one with him, and it was
look at that.
He was trying to be all smug, and it was when he had a bald head, and has Paris in the title. I remember watching it and just being like, God, this is terrible. That's all I remember thinking.
I hate this photo.
I forget, how do I upload these videos? MP4.
Oh yeah, it's got to be an MP4. Sorry, I was just looking at that photo of John Travolta. All bets are off.
Can I just change this from an MOV to an MP4?
Let's
see what happens.
Use photos, man. That's cool. Look at that. Look at that cool shot.
What's with the guy on the right? Look at his hair.
That's Lucas Haas. You don't remember him? I don't remember what movie he was in, but he was in movies in the 90s.
Okay, I got it, dude. It's uploading. We're going to watch it in just a second. So show me, is Gina Gershon in this?
No, but people do a lot of this.
So Gina Gershon is not in this?
No, she is. But she's not in any of the stills so far.
Oh, she must be in it for like 5 minutes then, huh? Well, so I remember watching. So have you seen the movie Bound?
There you go.
There
Yes.
she is.
But I haven't seen it in a
Gina.
very long time.
It's still good. We got 4 viewers tonight. Welcome, viewer number 3. But
Say that it sounded
so
like Christopher Walken.
well, this is gonna. Chris will probably love this, and I know Nolan Lover loves this. Oh, look. He looks like DJ Qualls. Lucas Haas looks like Qualls. And yes, it was from Paris with Love, Chris. I tried to watch that and it was terrible. But so let's go back here to this video. Speaking of Gina Gershon, okay. I remember when Bound came out, and I remember I was real curious about that movie, and I was like, I was paying attention to the reviews, and I remember watching Siskel and Ebert, and they reviewed this, and they were, and I specifically remember hearing Gene Siskel saying something about Gina Gershon being hot. And I was like, there's got to be, and I looked forever. I could never find the review, right?
Look at him being a little horn dog.
And then I finally freaking found it.
Isn't that nice?
Yes.
Like the day we
just like when I found
that.
Well, we need to try and find Calvin getting kicked out of the Jesus Lizard, because I remember seeing that on YouTube one day. So
why did you say it like that?
YouTube? I don't know. So
don't get me wrong.
I found it and I made a clip out of it, and I made a good edit. So I've sent this to you before, but I'm going to go ahead and play it. It's going to play over the whole video. It's going to mute us and take us off the screen. But here we go. It's a quick clip. It's like maybe it's like 25 seconds, but I edited it for comedic purposes too. Here we go.
Sexy, and I want to talk about Gina Gershon. About Gina Gershon. About Gina Gershon. About Gina Gershon.
Okay,
because
she's
she's
good, isn't
really
she?
hot.
Yeah.
Hot. 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 Hot.
You could tell, like, he was gonna say good. He's gonna say, because she's really good. Hot.
And then the slight pause that you put in there.
It was so there's this cheap edit on iMovie on your phone.
That's when he was working himself over a little bit, right? During that
if you hit freeze, it just does a pause, and you hear the audio? It goes like that. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful, like, bad edit and everything. Like, I love it. So I use it a lot.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
But I mean, I was so happy, and then I sent it to my brother, and then he was so happy too. He was like, "Oh my God, I can't believe you found it!" And then he goes, "But you have to send me one where it's just the unedited. You can't. You got to send me the little part where he says she's hot." And so I did.
Where did you end up tracking it down?
The YouTubes where we're broadcasting right now. So
the YouTube.
Yeah, I'm really glad I found it.
Good job, YouTube. Good job.
You too. Yeah. So after the break, we got Coffee Show, which I got pulled up. I don't know how long it's been since you've heard this one.
Sorry.
Oh, you almost played it, huh?
Well, I went into this mode.
Well, it's after the break. Remember, we got to take a break.
What happens? What? What's happening?
What are you pushing? That?
Nope, I wasn't. I was pushing the layout button so we would just automatically go away when we started it. But then
I just wanted to put this up because I think that's funny. Just looking up and seeing Joe Pompoliano.
But then Joey Pants. So anyway, I was trying to be smooth and ended up derailing the show. So
okay,
you were saying what's after the break, right?
Coffee Song.
Yeah,
which is I don't know if you know this song. You might, but the video is a little long, and I started watching it. I don't know if it'll stop YouTube's if we watch it.
We'll find out.
But sorry, folks, if it does. The only reason I say it is because it's a CBS band, but it's in the 80s.
Maybe.
So should I look for something during the break just in case?
No.
I don't want to cut these lovely people off if it cuts them off.
Generally, it doesn't. It pulls the video after. Like it just And
so
unless it was like in the case of Michael Jackson.
So shall I text you and tell you who it is?
Mm-mm.
Damn it! I don't want to get kicked off again.
I don't think we will.
All right.
Listen,
it's an 80s track, but I don't know how popular it still is.
We can't live in fear, right? Then if we do, we let the terrorists win.
Freedom fries. We need them freedom fries. Well, that's what that beef tallow thing is beef tallow fries is the new freedom fries. That's all it is.
That's the new freedom fries.
I wouldn't be surprised if Steak and Shake changed their name. We don't care about demonetization anyway, so
we don't get monetized to begin with.
Yeah, I know. So
they can't really demonetize something that's not there.
Well, let's go to break.
And so this break is a little bit longer, and I apologize, but it sets up a piece of audio that you as the audience hear an awful lot that makes Renee and I laugh to nobody's end. What? I don't know. Anyway, so this is kind of the genesis of all of that and the conversation that leads up to it. And enjoy.
God, I'm a pervert right now.
Yeah.
Okay. No! Mark Harmon! Jesus Christ! You drinking tonight, bro?
This is my new sponsor, Liquid Death. Yeah. I like them. Mm-hmm.
Is that just the non-flavored kind?
No, this is the Mango Chainsaw.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And Mark
Harmon.
in summer school.
Yes.
Do you remember when he was in that TV movie and he played Ted Bundy?
He played Ted Bundy?
Yeah.
No, I don't remember that. That's amazing.
That's kind of good casting though, because Ted Bundy was like a good-looking dude, right? And Mark Harmon's a good-looking dude.
Isn't that what that's what everybody says, right? I don't know that I've ever
I don't know.
seen-
I'm not gay or anything.
No, I don't mean it from that perspective.
He's a
I
good-looking
totally-
dude, man. He's fun. I mean, he's like one of those rugged, older, like Costner types, you know? The type
Mark
that...
Harmon or Ted Bundy?
No! Mark Harmon! Jesus Christ!
That's who I was talking about.
You were
I thought
talking
that's
about
who we
Ted
were-
Bundy.
I
Oh
thought that's who
man,
we were talking about. in
no,
general.
yeah, that apparently so. Like apparently, like a lot of women found him hot, and I saw a video where this guy actually he was showing like pictures of two people, and he goes, one of them was like a model and a jewelry maker, but a picture of the Sikh guy and a picture of Jeffrey Dahmer, and they said, which guy do you think is the nice person here? And they both, it was also Ted Bundy and some other guy that was just like kind of a schlub, you know, and they all said Ted Bundy was the nice person or Jeffrey Dahmer, and they were just completely wrong.
Just based on
Looks.
looks alone.
Yeah, that's all it was based on.
I love that.
It was younger people too, so they didn't know anything about them.
Yeah, because young people don't know shit about anything.
Stupid millennials.
Yeah, stupid fucking millennials. I'm looking.
Why
for-
does he in that picture right there that you got up? He looks like Tim Roth a little bit, crossed with
Eli Roth? Tim Roth crossed with Eli Roth.
No, Tim Roth
Yes.
crossed with he's that Mexican actor. He was in
It's racist.
he's good. He's a good actor. Forgot his name. He's did you see that last Alien piece of shit? Alien Covenant?
Oh, I don't know that I've seen very many Covenant or Alien movies.
I haven't seen any Covenants ever.
There we go. I
Yeah,
was
see,
looking
there's
for-
Mark Harmon. Look at that
Yeah.
bowl, man. Look at that bowl cut.
They're basically the
Now,
same.
well, Zac Efron played him, so put up Zac Efron as him.
Oh yeah,
That might be a better fit because he actually played Ted
So,
Bundy.
Zac Efron and
We're gonna go see that new movie with him in it tomorrow. The one about the Von
where
Erich.
he's Ted Bundy.
No,
Oh,
the one about the Von Erichs.
well, okay, hang on. I'm trying to find Mark Harmon as Ted Bundy here real quick.
Do I sound good?
I think you do. Sound sexy.
So
Okay, so this is Mark Harmon as Ted Bundy.
okay, yeah.
Hmm
And Herbie the Love Bug.
Right. Yes, that's when Herbie was trying to kind of go a little bit more
Edgy.
serious. Yeah,
Edge
edgy.
Lord. Those are his Edge Lord years.
Edgelord years, yeah. And then this is Zac Efron as Ted Bundy.
Well,
You
he's
get-
got he looks like him in the face.
You get
like almost exactly.
You get two different shots of him on this photo.
Well, they had to put a shirt off.
There's more. Well, yeah. There's just. I mean, I would hazard to say that there's just per capita. There's more Zac Efron photos on the internet than there are Mark Harmon photos. So
Not
this-
even
okay,
a
and
Mark
then-
Harmon
and
in
then-
summer school.
Well, I mean that's a different story. But I mean, Mark Harmon as Ted Bundy, which apparently everyone has decided is hot. You know, I don't know.
How could Dahmer be hot though, man? That's the one I don't understand.
Is Dahmer hot as well?
No, he just looks like kind of like a weirdo to me. But
Jeffrey Dahmer as Ted Bundy, or what?
As Ted Bundy, what?
Is this Ted Bundy? Hang on.
Have you seen? Did you watch any of that Dahmer show on Netflix?
I don't think so.
That dude was pretty good in it.
Is this Jeffrey Dahmer?
Yep.
People think he's attractive?
They said he was more attractive than some other dude.
Than the random cop behind him? Then yeah, I'd agree. Yeah, I'd fuck him over the cop. But I mean, that's just because, you know, I respect what he does more.
The guy that go back to just the Ted Bundy pick.
No,
please.
No. I'm just kidding. Please. Oh God.
Please.
Are you easing your pants down a little bit?
No. So the guy that I said he looks like is Demian Bashir. He looks like a cross between him and Tim Roth in that picture to me. Like put some Tim Roth eyes on him. Put some Tim Roth eyes on Damian Bashir, and you got him. No, he's been this dude's been in a ton of movies. He's a good actor though.
Tim Roth eyes on him.
Give me your Tim Roth eyes. They should have women with Tim Roth eyes instead of Buscemi eyes.
I think so. Yeah.
Me and my brother always make fun of that. We always on Reservoir Dogs. You remember the part where Harvey Keitel's trying to comfort Tim Roth while he's just like screaming in the back of the car. You know what I'm talking about? He's driving. He's like, "Say you're gonna be okay."
Yeah.
Say you're gonna. We always say that we're gonna turn into Harvey Keitel if our kids don't mind us. Say the goddamn fucking words.
Has it ever come to that?
No, it's never come to that.
No, be honest.
No, I haven't. I've yelled at them a couple times, yes, but I feel like shit every time afterwards.
No,
because they're kids, man. They don't even know what the fuck they're doing.
No,
I mean, I was doing the same shit. You know?
Well, yeah. I mean, what am I? 42? I'm 42. I still don't know what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah, I know. Same here, right? And I'm almost 50.
Yeah. So, understanding things. Is it that important?
Is it?
Is it?
Well, should we start a show? How do you want to do it?
I mean, now's is probably as good a time as any. Oh, wait, let's get rid of, what's this guy's name again?
Damian Bashir.
So long, Bashir.
So long, farewell.
Let's start a show.
He's like, Say you're gonna be okay. Say you're gonna. We always say that we're gonna turn the heart. What is going on? Did you record that? Is it playing? Is it what is going on? Oh my god! You're replaying the whole audio of what we just recorded? No, I haven't. I've yelled at him a couple times. I do that funny shit. It's the kids, man. They don't even know what the fuck's going on. I mean, I was doing the same shit. You know?
Well, yeah. I mean, I'm 42. I still don't know.
Yeah, that's the same here, right? And I'm almost 50.
Yeah, so understanding things.
What happened? What happened?
Okay, so like I
was
said,
awesome.
I forgot to do the songs. I do a thing where I transfer them. I have to transfer format, but to do it, I have to do it in real time.
Oh,
and so I thought I was doing it in the background, but I guess
You're
it
doing it
captures
both
this.
at the same time.
It
That's
captures
awesome.
this audio as well, which is, I mean, kind of nice to know. And
Well,
you know, it is what it is. We learn as we go. But that was great. Hang on.
That was really good. He's like, say you're gonna be okay. He's like, say you're gonna be okay. And we're gonna turn the heart cocktail for kids.
Oh, it just starts off so perfectly.
Don't mind us. Play it again. Start it again. Play it again.
And then I think we can do it again.
He's like, say you're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
Say you're gonna. We always say that we're gonna turn the heart cocktail for kids. The way it comes in, man. Don't mind us. I'm just cussing up a storm. Oh man.
Oh, and and can I tell you that I just laughed. I just laughed so hard that I farted for like at least 3 or 4 seconds.
Oh man.
That was.
Man, dude, I'm having a cramp right now from laughing at that because I forgot about that.
Oh, welcome back. Yeah, I kind of stumbled across that one this week, and I've always remembered the conversation about Mark Harmon being Ted Bundy. Oh wait, I hit the wrong one.
Haha, noted.
Anyway, so that is one of the probably the most confusing thing that we play out of context, right?
That or this?
Lady Gaga.
I mean that's definitely out of context.
Ah!
Okay. See that only. Oh, that's the one I need to find next.
Do I need to start stretching before we do this now?
Yeah, that's pretty much the object or the what? It's pretty much what I'm going for. Trying to bust that gut.
Well, let's stop. Do you want to do coffee song?
Mm-hmm. I made a brand new version.
Oh,
let's see what you think.
So let's jump right into the coffee song. Coffee song.
I don't like that song.
I really do.
Man, that laugh. Is it you?
Yeah, I think
It's
so.
him, right?
Yeah, and then it's run backwards and forwards, and then there's a breath. So I just made a nice little loop out of
on our
whatever
next
that
work
was.
trip. On our next work trip, we need to go over Final Cut editing so you can show me how to do that shit, or just remind me so that because I get it for free, so I get it off the dark net. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh,
I'm kidding. I'm
tell
kidding.
Tell me about
I don't
your
get it
QAnon.
for free. Q, he told me. Q told me the other day. You can single camera this if you want, and you can put you can name this character. Okay, you name this character and put it up on screen if you can. Well, it's gonna say Renzi, but it's also gonna be this is new character. Q told me this is gonna be a recurring segment, maybe. First, that's what he said. He said this may be a recurring segment. Second, he told me Elon's was really the other day by people protesting his places and his works. And he said, that's all he said. And that's my words today. Okay. You can go back. Oh!
Did I hit the button too soon?
No.
Your name is Crandall.
Okay, you can go back to our regular day. So whenever Crandall comes back, I don't know if it's going to be that recurring of a segment, but Crandall. No, okay, I'm so sorry.
I like that I can summon Crandall anytime I want, apparently.
Well, you can't, but let's do the coffee song. All right, let's go ahead and let me show you what I got here, and let's hope we don't get kicked off. We don't.
So let's jump right into the coffee song. Coffee
I don't like that song.
I really do.
You already played it.
I know.
Anyway, here we go.
I apologize. My little brother energy is taking over.
Why is the closed captioning on?
One of our favorite groups. It's called "Working for the Weekend" by Loverboy.
What? Why is your thing still up? What's going on?
I don't see anything. Oh wait, here we go. Oh,
wait, hold on.
Yeah, start it over because
get out of here.
That had to be a famous person of the day, right? Whoever said that line. Is there a Wikipedia? I'm sorry, you did this. Is there a Wikipedia entry? What's the name? Loving every minute of it.
Yes.
That was.
What did
fantastic.
he say at the end?
I don't know. He said, he goes, they don't know how to play Loverboy.
Okay.
So let's go. Let's see. Top
Leave
background.
Let's go over. Let's go over Chris's highlights. Here's his first one.
Oh, good.
Since he's not here.
Nips. Mm-hmm.
Second one. Shirtless piano.
Yes.
And then the third one, Soul Patch.
That's Soul. I want to know who Soul Patch was. Let's see. Loving Every Minute of It is the fourth studio album. No, I don't care about the album. Let's see. Loving Every Minute of It. Okay. I think this is one that maybe I need to do a little bit of a deep dive on. because that was weird. Who was that guy? Who was the guy? Let's see. Hang on. Oh God. Oh no, I'm losing it.
Oh dear Lord.
Who? Yeah.
we need to reference that here. I'll pull up that video real quick.
Who is in the "Loving Every Minute of It" video? And then hopefully they know that I'm trying to get the Soul Patch guy. The "Loving Every Minute of It" music video features Loverboy band members and actress Jenny Lee Harrison as a waitress. Here's a more detailed breakdown. And then they just said the same things in a different way. It was a song released in 1985, which also Torture was, on the Canadian rock band Loverboy's album of the same title. The song reached number 9 on the U.S. Billboard Hot 100, becoming their first top 10. Let's see. That's about all I can find right now. Doesn't really give me much to go on. But like that guy, there was too much of a, is it Mike Reno? Look like.
Is that a real, that can't be a real name.
Yes. Okay. So hang on. Let me, since I've been, let's see, I was doing this. Let me show you. Loving every minute of it. There's an IMDb stub for it, which is what we're looking at. So the top cast is Loverboy. But then there's Paul Dean, Matt Frenetti, Jenny Lee
Doug
Harrison,
Johnson.
which was the one that we knew about. Doug
And
Johnson.
Mike Reno.
Becky. Again, look at this guy. Doesn't he look like he was Soul Patch?
Well, click on the picture.
Doesn't he kind of look like he was Soul Patch there?
Yeah, yeah.
Let's see. He's an actor and composer known for Top Gun, Ladder 49, and Pixels. Okay.
Hey, John Travolta's coming up again, Ladder 49.
Oh no, that was.
That was him and Joaquin Phoenix.
That was Joaquin Phoenix.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. You heard it here first.
When he was a baby.
No, dude.
Like when did that?
No, don't you know Joaquin Phoenix started like his first? You know what he didn't go by Joaquin Phoenix first when he was a kid actor. He went by Leaf Phoenix. That was his, because all his family is named after like nature, river, and then I forgot what his sister's name is. Summer. And then he was a Leaf, but I guess at some point he just like got tired of that and was like, no, I'm Joaquin.
Was that his given name?
I don't know. You know what? Let's save this for when we do a review of Beau is Afraid.
Of the assassination of whatever by the coward that is the
that's what's his name? That's the other Affleck. Casey.
Oh yeah, he's a bad, isn't he?
I guess so. I think so. I think he's a shithead. I think they all are. But who knows? But hey, come on the show and talk about an album.
Yeah, talk about an album that was like, you know.
Like the album we're going to talk about right now, right? Yeah.
It's
The
called
Binds.
The Bends by a band called Radiohead.
Radiohead. Remind me to play the Kelsey Grammer thing.
I'm assuming is an homage to the Talking Heads song.
The Bands?
Is that no Radiohead?
Have you looked it up?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I've not
like,
looked it up.
you know, I'm like as much of a fan as I am of Radiohead. I don't know like anything about them other than it's Tom York and Greenwood and I forgot the other two guys' names, but I know
Johnny
I could.
Pepper.
Oh, and the other three guys. I know Greenwood's brother is the bass player, but it's
Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy Greenwood, Jimmy Dale Greenwood. No, but like I don't know like a ton about them. Like as you know, I just don't know much about them. I just know I like their albums.
So yeah, it was. Let's see. Radiohead was taken from the song Radiohead from the album True Stories.
Okay.
York said the name sums it all up. Sums up all these things about receiving stuff. It's about the way you take information in, the way you respond to the environment you're put in. I like that. Yeah. Anyway, so there you go. So this was their 1995 release, because we're doing 30-year look backs right now. This was one that this was kind of the first we're both slightly familiar with this album, right?
I will. I mean,
let's take it from there, right? Go ahead.
Let's take it from there. So what I know of this is like this was right when I was like I said, I was starting to get think I was too cool for school and being like indie rock boy. I was all into post rock. I was like, nothing's better than this. Yeah, ignore it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But I heard some songs on it, and I was like, it's not bad, you know.
Is that
but like I liked
thing, or is that a teenager thing?
I think it's a teenager thing, but I was or a college thing, right? Because it was right when I was in well, it was when this came out, right? This just had its 30-year anniversary, I think today or tomorrow. I don't know when. You can look.
Nail it on the head?
I don't know. Check.
Hang on. I had that up. Holy shit. 2 days. It was released on the 13th. So
that's crazy. Well, let me share this real quick because
30 years and 2 days.
So I found this gift. Feeding that little dummy. Okay.
That looks like a lemonade cookie from Girl Scouts. Keep it going. Do you know anything about that image? Is there anything here?
I don't know. Do you have a Wikipedia?
Yeah.
Pulled up?
So
go ahead and do that.
Let's see. So this was artwork done by Stanley Donwood, and we're all familiar with Stanley Donwood's work. Yeah. So he's worked with York to create all of Radiohead's works. Radiohead's artwork since. This is that's a very consistent message throughout this album. If you this was the first time they worked with the guys that
they
work with all the time now. And so now this guy, that's very interesting. So it's like they and that is kind of one of my notes of the album is like, I mean, this is a band that is like solid in who they are, right? This sounds like they are very comfortable with where they're at. Anyway,
well, coming off Pablo Honey too, because Creep was a huge hit, right?
Yes, giant.
And I don't, how long has it been since you've listened to that album, right?
So actually, I did. I listened to it this week.
Oh wow!
Yeah, and I did it for reasons when we kind of start getting into the album a little bit further.
Yeah,
and it had been forever since I listened to that record. So yeah, Let's see. Donwood met York. Okay, so they're basically buddies while they were students at University of Exeter and previously created artwork for My Iron Lung. For the Bends, York and Donwood hired a cassette camera and filmed object. Yeah, it does look like it's very like VHS looking, right? To just kind of go back to that instead. That, you know, has those, what are those lines called? The grading lines that, pop
like,
up,
yeah.
Yeah. So that's interesting. Let's see. I like that. What did I do here? Did I do a thing?
I don't know. We lost 2 people.
I don't know what's happening. Oh, they don't like the Bends. Anyway, let's see. So it's basically a film of CPR mannequins, which Dunn described as having a facial expression like that of an android discovering for the first time the sensation of ecstasy and agony simultaneously. To create the image, the pair displayed the footage on a television set and photographed the screen. So that's why it looks like, you know, kind of like
yeah.
Anyway,
that's cool.
So there's that. Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry for that little sidetrack.
Well, all right.
So yeah.
Yeah. So what do you remember the first song you heard on this one? Like, I probably saw a music video and I'm trying to remember which one it was. It was either Fake Plastic Trees.
So yeah. So according to
High and Dry.
So American audiences were disappointed by a lack of creep style song in the Bends. So they chose Fake Plastic Trees as the first US single to further distance Radiohead from Creep.
Okay.
Basically saying like sonically this is
completely different guys.
Yeah. So that's interesting. It failed to enter the US Billboard Hot 100, which seems
that seems odd because I remember that music video being played constantly on
constantly. Yes. And so that was the first, I think that was truly the first Radiohead song that I felt like, Jesus, this is getting played quite a bit.
Yeah.
Although when we kind of go song by song, there is kind of an affinity. And then Just was, I guess, the next one.
And I remember that one specifically for the video.
Was that
That's the one where the guy's laying in the street.
Yes.
And they're playing.
Oh, wow. I forgot about that until like just this moment.
Yeah.
That was I remember, I'm going to pull that up because I remember watching that video for the first time. That was like this was 95. This is when videos were still very prevalent.
Yeah.
And that video shook me to the core. And I completely forgot about it.
Yeah, I remember it being like a real effective video because
yes,
you want to know why that guy's down there and they never say it, and then everybody else is on the floor after at the end, right?
Yes, and
so
you're like, oh
shit,
like we're fucked, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see if I can. And there we go.
Or what do you want to do?
Yeah, I think that's a great idea. But yeah, just to highlight, those were the first two, and then High and Dry.
High and Dry. And I remember liking that one because I learned how to, and I'm trying to relearn it, but I remember I used to play that guitar part.
See?
It's a really good guitar part.
So very interestingly enough, Fake Plastic Trees was one of the songs that I used to play quite a bit. Is that the beginning? Is that
I
where
don't know.
Started? Did Radiohead start QAnon?
Doubt it.
Now, if there's ever a subject where, like, I just wrote an AI headline right there.
Yeah.
Oh, I love AI. Anyway, so Radiohead started QAnon. So
Yeah.
I used to blame Donald Trump on the NFL, and now I can blame Radiohead.
Chris says, wait, he's correcting you. Star Trek Q.
What is that?
So there was a show called Star Trek The Next Generation, and there was a character on it called Q.
You don't.
And he has nothing to do with QAnon.
You didn't have to break it down that
Sorry.
far.
Sorry.
I know that. I just don't know who the character is. I do know
Yeah.
that a show called Star Trek The Next Generation existed. Anyway, fantastic. Does he look like that Q? Did you watch that show? Were you a
yeah,
Next
he
Gen
does.
fan, or
Yeah.
were you an
I was a
OG guy?
fan of Next Gen. I think TV show wise, I enjoyed Next Gen more, but I don't remember like watching it like a ton. But I remember liking it more. But I was always a Star Wars nerd. I was more of a Star Wars nerd.
Yeah, and so that was the other thing, right? So you were generally you either were Trek or War.
Yeah.
Or you were me, who didn't
care
understand any of it.
Yeah. So
yeah.
But-
Okay.
So yeah. So let's go track 1, all right? Planet Telex.
So
I want to hear your first note.
So my first note on this was, this definitely sounds like a fully formed, mature band that's like melded together, right?
Yeah.
Like they, like this is this, like right out of the gate, it felt like a collected, like a collective work rather than anything else, right? And I don't know, I don't remember kind of feeling that way, I guess, maybe the last time I listened to it. But also, I don't remember the last time I listened to this. So
I haven't listened to this whole album in a long time.
Yeah. So what about you? What?
So I put the start of this song sounds like classic Radiohead.
Mm-hmm.
Good opener. But I mean, aside from that, I mean, it's a good song. I mean,
it's great. Yeah, it's a great song. Serviceable.
Right.
And that kind of for me kind of sets the tone for the rest of it.
Yeah.
Serviceable.
I mean, well, we'll get into it, but
yeah. We'll keep going, and I will say that, I mean, just bringing back that memory of that video, that changed my overall opinion, just in that.
Yeah.
That's so there's all sorts of things, but yeah. So then we get into the bends.
The title track.
The title track. What were your? I'm interested, especially given my first note on this. I'm interested to hear your thoughts.
First, you want to hear it?
Yeah, I want to hear your thoughts first on this track.
So this is. I'll read it. I am in the 90s. This song sounds dated and very radio friendly. I haven't listened to Pablo Honey in forever, but I would imagine this song is more in that vein. And then I put, haha, the breakdown makes this sound really dated.
Okay. Yes, you hit on some really key points. It is, and there are so many not just this record, so many records that I adore that came out in the 90s that I listen to now that I'm like, oh, that sounds so 90s because of this, you know, ABC.
Yeah.
There's a million different reasons, right? There's that, you know, that kind of canned drum sound that's in a lot of, you know,
Well, yeah,
90s
well, you
music
could, like
and-
when it breaks down on that one part, right? It does it
Yes,
twice. It just twice on the song. And I was like, man, they liked it that much, huh?
Yeah, well, it was just a very 90s thing.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but my first note on this was the intro sounds like a damn Sunvolt song. Did it not?
Dude, this like it sounds, and I'll have some notes on from some other friends that I talked about that are Radiohead friends that sent me some of their thoughts on this too.
Oh, cool. Okay.
But it was just
So then-
the fucking chorus. I could not like. Baby's got the bed. It's total 90s, and I was just like, man, I don't know if I really care about this song ever to listen to it again.
Yeah.
See,
so
and I think this is remember when I told you when I was like a little bit, I don't know if we want to review this one.
Yes. Yeah, you kind of did a pre.
It was, I
preview
think
and you
this
were
was
like,
one of the songs where I was like, man, I don't know.
And my thought was, we can't always love everything, right?
Yeah.
And you know,
I would probably do
sometimes-
the same thing if we listened to Pablo Honey. You know,
Well,
honestly.
okay. So and we'll get into that, you know, here in just a little bit. But my second note on the Bends was, so this turns into like a proto Brit pop song,
Mhm.
filtered through a very weak Radiohead filter.
Mhm.
You know, it's like
it's almost like a band that was influenced by like OK Computer and
Yes.
like right.
Yeah. So I wrote is Britpop, because I wanted to make sure I was getting it right. Is Britpop what Oasis is?
I would say Brit pop rock, right?
Okay, because that's the kind of music that I was
Because
referring to.
Brit pop would be more like what's his nuts that was in that boy band.
Mark Wahlberg.
It's the wrong Wahlberg. First off,
he was in a boy band.
No, he wasn't. He was his
the
own
boy.
thing. He was the head of the Funky Bunch, sir.
But it was Marky Mark and the Funky Bunch.
He was the head of them.
He was the head of the boy band, but he was.
They weren't a boy band because it was just hip hop rap, bad rap. But
Okay.
his brother was in the boy band.
Yes.
So what
Who's
were we
your-
just talking about?
Your favorite new kid.
We might have
You
to watch the fighter thing again. Not talking to you. Are you? Not you.
You were trying to get me to say the name of a boy band guy. You were trying to think of the name.
Fucking he
I
laughed.
interrupted.
Harry Styles was in it. Whatever it is.
One Direction?
Yeah,
One
that
Direction?
shit. Whatever that is. Yeah.
Oh, shots fired.
Yeah. I've never
Come
heard
on.
a song by them, so
Just,
I don't know.
come on the show, talk about an album that was,
yeah. I mean-
influential to you.
And the Black Circle Boys, Chris says. I've never heard that. But anyways,
I don't think you're supposed to say that. What is that?
I don't know.
Okay.
But anyways, so yeah, this song and the Bends, I was like ready for this song to end. So I don't know. Let's go to High and Dry, I guess, right? So 2 songs in, and I'm like,
Hang
the
on.
second song, I'm like, wow, man.
Do you want to hear? I had like a very, very biting additional comment on the Bends.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Wow, I forgot I wrote this. I said, this is music for people that think they're tough, but they drink tea with milk on the daily and have bad teeth / taste in music.
Wow.
I
hate the Brit more. I love you, British.
I hated this song. Apparently, yikes! Wow.
It's not a very good song.
No, did not care.
It's got a real generic guitar riff too, right? That. Right?
And so that is one thing that is actually like
I guess for the
positive thing that
time,
you can say,
maybe
I would say, right, is even though that is like not a great song, it's still a pretty good song, right?
It's fine.
This is like Godfather 3. Right? I mean, I know I'm skipping ahead and kind of like talking about the work in a whole, right?
Yeah.
Godfather 3 is still a really good movie. It's just not Godfather or Godfather 2, right?
Right.
Okay, so there. Dad, sorry.
No.
High and Dry.
So let's hear yours first, because I went first last time.
I just read. I fucking always love this song. I love the. I mean, just like from the very first, like, you know.
That's it. I noted that. I like this song I still like this song quite a bit. The drums and guitar sound really good on this track.
So, and then okay, let's go ahead and let's incorporate Fake Plastic Trees into this conversation.
Okay.
Because
all right,
you already kind of mentioned that High and Dry was kind of near and dear to you, right? And then Fake Plastic Trees was kind of near and dear to me. You learned how to play High and Dry. I learned how to play Fake Plastic Trees. Those were also like probably the two biggest singles off of this, right?
Yeah.
So what is that? I mean, we are two.
I don't know, dude.
I mean, like amongst our friends, right? We would be considered notoriously anti-radio in general.
I don't dude.
And
I don't know.
For us to like kind of, you know, be highlighting these two songs, or at least, you know, I don't know what your thoughts on Fake Plastic Trees are yet. So I don't want to assume.
Well, this is what I put. The song is fine. I didn't get the love for it when it came out, but it's nice. And that's all I put.
So I wrote, I will fight anyone that says a negative thing about this song. I know it's a radio song and it's cheese, but it has a lot of memories attached to it. And then I wrote, not actual memories, but it gives me that like of a better time. You know, like this is one of those songs that reminds me of a better time. You know, is that weird? Do you hear the cats?
Yeah. No, it's not weird. I mean, it's
so there's not like a specific memory, but you know, that song reminds me of, you know, like 1995, and that was like pretty good, you know, it's fun times, you know. So that's what that song, you know, feels like for me, right? So and I totally get, I mean, it is it is what it is for me. It's fantastic. Love it so much.
So, and then it goes to, what is it, Bones? Look at the bones.
What is it, Bones?
Look at the bones.
Okay, so now we get into, okay, so what did you have any other thoughts on High and Dry though? You
no, I've always liked that song. I mean, it's always because I you know, I was never like a huge radio fan back then, but like then I started playing that guitar part and I was like, you know, that's a really good guitar part. I really just liked it, you know, and I was just like, and it's real easy to play, but I can't remember how to play it.
Isn't it?
I don't know.
Isn't it just an E chord that just slides all around?
I think so.
I can't remember that.
Right, but I'll figure it out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've always liked it. It's just a good song, right? So
it is.
And the way he sings on it, is really good. So
Yes. And that is also kind of one of the things about Fake Plastic Trees that I enjoy. Like, I really enjoy his vocals on that because they feel very restrained in certain, places. And I always really enjoy when people kind of like, I don't know, are like quiet with their, he's got a loud voice and he's keeping it like very, very quiet in this moment. And I know he does, he does that a lot now. Like, he uses his vocals a lot now, as like all sorts of things like that. But I don't know, I think this is maybe one of the first instances. And I did go back and listen to Pablo Honey, which we'll get to as soon as we get to Bones. So that was, but when I was reading about it, there was apparently like a very over the top, like orchestral version of that song that was going to be on the album. And I'm like, ooh, I want to look that up. And then I forgot. So there's my note there.
Okay.
Listen, and this is a perfect time to stop and say, if you guys would just give us a ridiculous amount of money, I would be able to focus on these things and not my job, because I would be able to quit my job.
Both of us,
So,
give us enough money to where we can. So let's put that banner up.
Oh yeah, put up the banner. Put up banner, Michael.
Not that one. Push and be. Not push and be.
I know. Okay, so here's the thing. I go through.
I see it because it's the longest one, and I just click it.
I go through our little brand and channel and clean up things every so often. And I purposely leave that in there every single time. And I always forget why.
Because that's why.
And it's for that fucking reason, because it just brings so much joy to my heart. So yeah, just give us money, basically.
Please. Please.
I would have had that song queued
up.
Well,
I guess we should make a Patreon just in case, but
I need to start. I just need to start posting our shit on Apple and Spotify podcasts, right?
Yeah, we just need to figure that out. Let's you know what?
Anyway.
Well, I'll see you this week, so we'll figure it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
I took Friday off. I'm excited.
Oh, cool. Awesome.
Bones.
Yeah, so you want to go first or you want me to?
Yes, so I wrote I go, what is this song too? And then I go, do I need to go back and listen to Pablo Honey again? This sounds like a completely different band.
Yeah.
Then I said, sounds like a throwaway post-grunge radio track. No? And then I wrote, it's not a bad song. It just doesn't feel like Radiohead.
Yeah.
And then that's when I went back and listened to Pablo Honey.
Is it stuff like this?
Kinda.
So this was my note for, I got a few notes here.
And again, that's just my interpretation. This is always a fantastic time to remind folks that music is subjective, and this, we're all on a journey, and I love you.
Yeah, and this might be one of the reasons why you're pretty mad on it, because it'll be the last thing I say, but it says, and back into the 90s sound. Guitar riff almost sounds Thorogoodish.
Yes. Yeah.
And then I put definite crushed with eyeliner feel, but not nearly as good.
Okay. I can definitely see that.
Yeah. So.
And then really, for the most part, that's kind of how the rest of the album goes for me.
Well, so this is what I put for the next one. So I'll start.
Okay.
I'll do Nice Dream. I put closer to the Radiohead I like until he starts singing.
Yes.
And then I put, this kind of turns into a generic 90s track.
And that's what I'm talking about. Like,
Yeah, it's just
oh,
kind of
like,
there, right?
yeah.
And that's so
there are those sparks, right?
Mhm.
And every single one of these back half tracks, right?
Yep.
And when I say back half, I'm just talking about the back half of the album. And even at the beginning as well, right? There's all these like moments that you listen to and you go, oh, what's coming next is just, you know, like you can hear it in this, and it's just it's very exciting, right? I think, you know, you can listen to that stuff and go, holy shit.
Yeah.
You know, that puts there were so many moments where I was like, oh, that puts some of OK Computer into context and some of Kid A, and I mean, like going on into like the rest of their body of work, which gets into some really fantastic stuff, you know.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah.
Is that was the way you felt about that one? Like it's just nothing, right? It's just kind of there.
I mean, it's good. It has that again, kind of that weak Radiohead filter through it, you know.
And I'm sorry if this is coming across bad, that anybody that loves this album and it just sounds like we're trashing it. I think part of it is just, and we could talk about this at the end, but I think a lot of this has to do with their body of work, and we'll get to that at the end. So
yes. So I think that, and I think there was some level of pressure from the label.
Yeah, the label on this one, right? To do another hit record.
Yeah, exactly.
But still kind of retain some of that sound, I guess.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's how you could hear it in this, right?
Yes. Well, yes, and especially with the ridiculous amount of touring that they did from the release of Pablo Honey to, you know, the eventual release of this record, right? There was so much that happened, and that is like, I mean, that's like a crash course in being a successful band, right? You're going to come out of the other end of that fucked up, and I think that is somewhat visible on this record.
Yeah.
You know, and I think honestly, those are kind of like the better parts, are like the somewhat fractured, damaged kind of pieces of this record that, you know, could be considered flaws. It's like, no, this is like, those are like honest to God reactions of like figuring out what the fuck you just went through for the last, you know, 18 months or whatever that was. Even longer, maybe. I don't know. Anyway.
So then we get to Just, which we kind of talked about that. And I said another one I always liked off this album sounds like entering more of the OK Computer sound, and then I put best song ?
Upon re-listening, yes.
Yeah.
And that was the note that I had for that song, right?
This is the best, I guess, my like radio friendly Radiohead song, right? To me, like this would work with something nowadays. Like it's fine. It's a good song, but I like their stuff now better, but still.
But I mean, this would be almost like a really good first track, and then, you know, from like a decision tree kind of standpoint, right? So you listen to it, you're like, did you like it? If you liked it, then you'll be into Radiohead, right? But then tell me what you liked about it, and then you can kind of like spider out from there, you know, like, oh, I like the weird kind of like guitar noise, right? Oh, go to OK Computer, you know, or I like, you know, whatever that. But it is like it's a really good conglomeration of like then and now, and it still, I mean, like that song sounded the most fresh out of the entirety of the album, I think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Like it could come out today and you're like, oh shit, this is really good.
Yeah. So let's go to My Iron Lung then, because I'm curious about this one, what you thought, because I have some thoughts.
No, go ahead, please.
I put, is this a Beatles record? I kid. Why does the production sound weird and different on this track? This song gets better when it opens up to the craziness. It still sounds a bit dated.
Yes.
Did you notice like the drums sound different? And
yes, I did. And I was actually going through and looking to see if there was a different produced by John Leckie and Nigel Godrich. So maybe this is one, because if I remember correctly, and don't quote me on this, but I think this was one where they had the label went through and had a couple of tracks kind of redone.
Like Heart-Shaped Box.
Yes, yeah, exactly. Yes, yeah. So yeah, similar type situation. And again, I could be wrong, but I do remember reading something about that, right? Or at least close to that for that. And this would be like a fucking perfect definition of that. Yes.
Okay. So I'm glad that you noticed that.
It had its moments, but it also like stuck out like a sore thumb as well.
Did you like my little Beatles thing?
Yes.
Yeah.
But I mean, it also I also felt this one had that dated ish aspect.
Yeah.
And it wasn't really, I mean, it wasn't until like, I don't know, you start getting towards maybe like Sulk. To where
I got a good note for that one.
But I don't want to jump too far.
Well, we'll just, I mean, we're already 13 minutes over 2 hours, so we're already over. But who cares? Next one is Bulletproof. I wish. And this might be like the perfect, like, I don't know if it'll sum up the whole album for you. But I put song is just kind of there. It's nice and pretty, but nothing I'll revisit.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know why I like this album just never grabbed me. You know?
Well, I mean, that sums it up for me as well. And again, I keep kind of coming back to that, that term serviceable, it's good. It's just not great. But again, is that because we're now looking, back through a lens of,
well, I've got some hot takes about OK Computer too, but we'll talk about it here in a minute when we get to it.
So yeah, but yes, 100%. Yeah, I agree. It is just kind of, it's gorgeous. It's great, but it's like,
it was just there. Like, I just didn't really, like, it didn't do anything for me. And then we get to Black Star, right?
Yeah.
Well, go ahead. You can finish your Bulletproof. I wish.
All I was going to say was it's just like, it just ends up compounding, right? With the, with that whole idea of like, how often am I going to revisit this?
Honestly, after Iron Lung, I think this thing takes like a big dive.
Yeah. I think, I mean,
because I don't really have anything nice to say for the next three.
No, I don't either.
I put for Black Star. I put for some reason the guitar sound at the start makes me think of some meathead '90s band with a singer that has frosted tips. This song is very dated, and it's okay, but it's not my favorite at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For me, it kind of picks up with Street Spirit, Fade Out. But that also kind of feels like
I got some thoughts on that one. I'll tell you in a minute here.
Kind of feels like an REM song to me.
A little bit. Yeah, there's a little bit of that too.
You know? And so I think maybe that's why I feel like maybe it picked up a little bit, you know, right towards the end.
Yeah. Well, let me tell you what.
For me.
So for Sulk.
Yeah.
What do you have for that one?
I didn't have, I just had a bunch of question marks because I didn't know.
This might, what I put might like.
Yeah. So
maybe
you'll kind of jar some.
So you'll notice I use the term generic or the word generic a lot. I put this sounds like generic 90s British pop rock, like the band James in that song Laid. Remember that one?
Yes. Remember that one? I love that. My favorite question is, remember that? Yes. Okay. You know what? Yes. So that then to me goes back to my beginning where I'm like, you know, Britpop, you know, with like a filter of that weirdness that is Radiohead, which I mean that in a good way, right?
Yeah.
But it just felt like the whole thing, and especially Sulk, felt like a Britpop kind of, and James Laid is like a really great example of that production. I don't care for that. It's like this water I don't know, this all encompass, I don't know. It feels ugh. It feels icky. That production style. I don't know how else to describe it.
Yeah, it's just
and it's not like icky like you know, like sleaze rock, you know, like Roxy music.
I mean, it just sounds like
something like that.
It's real, like
that's fine. There's yeah. And oh, James Laid, yes. I
don't know why it made me think of that song.
Well,
but it started and I was like, maybe this one will be good.
And I don't care for and that is a perfect yes. Yeah. I wish my emojis worked right now because you need the chef kiss, whatever.
Yeah.
That is perfect because I just had a bunch of question marks like, what is this? Why am I not connecting with it at all?
Yeah.
And so then, for me, that's a deeper thing. I got to figure out what's going on with me and the British people, but outside of the Beatles and Elvis Costello, which both came from, or all, I guess because there's 5 of them, all came from Liverpool. And then Michael Caine's accent. That's it.
Yeah.
What the fuck else have you done?
Blow the bloody doors off. That's a horrible Michael Caine.
No, it was perfect. Anyway, so yes, James Laid. And I'm so sorry if that's a thing that you're into. Sorry. Because that is one of the things that I really hate. that is somebody's favorite song ever, right?
I know some people that like that song,
And
I'm not gonna. If they like it, hey, that's fine.
And
It's just
that's
not my.
fantastic. Yes, and
It's not my bag, baby.
I hate saying negative things about because there's good shit in anything that you listen to.
Yeah.
It's just not. Yeah, you're right. That's
it's just not our thing. I mean, it's
just
not.
not my bag. That production makes me want to vomit and die.
And this is what I put for the last song, Street Spirit Fade Out.
Yes.
This is the song that made me think they were trying to be emo.
Okay.
The guitars sound like Sunny Day Real Estate to me for some reason. And then I put the last thing I put was the vocals are very emo. Because it sounds like he was really like trying to be into his voice. And that's all I think of like with emo stuff is like dudes like over singing and like real passionate, singing.
The nice thing about this though is that he did, like eventually find his voice, and I do, like he uses it so well.
I would say on the next album he did. Okay, Computer.
Yeah.
Right?
And so I'm fine with a couple of
it's just funny like
missteps, but yeah, I mean that's really
But hey, I don't mind Sunny Day Real Estate. I like actually that's what I was like thinking, like, hey, that might be an album we want to review as their second one, because that was the one where that's the one where I was like, oh, they're done, because they broke up after that and then they came back and then I was like, oh, they're not good anymore.
Oh no.
Yeah.
That would be a fun series to explore.
Yeah. Come back, when they come back, take a break and then come back.
No, just the when you lost your interest in a band.
Oh yeah.
What was that album? Good. And then let's go back and listen to that album and go, was it that bad? Or why was it that bad?
Yeah.
And like what happened? Like maybe we could look into like what happened in between that last good album.
Yeah.
The next, like, oh, what was that?
Yeah.
And it would be interesting to see what some of yours are for like,
there's like a few actually, like, because, and a lot, what a lot of them have been is it had been when they were on an indie label and then they moved to a major label.
Yeah.
So
sometimes that fucks. I mean, like, again, like I said, kind of going back to, this definitely sounds like a band that like got some like a real education in what it's like to be a major deal, right?
Yeah.
And then like the repercussions of all that, right?
Well, I think OK Computer kind of that was their.
We're
getting that
to a more degree.
We're going to be able to do whatever we want after this. I think they even thought that after they did that album.
Yeah.
Which I think it's a good album, but my hot take is it the best album ever? Is it? I mean, come on.
No.
Is it the best Radiohead album?
It's not even the best Radiohead album. And I'm not
I hate to be that.
So if you are, I mean, like you're probably here's where I would consider, and like here's like the insane, like Die Hard, right? I'm probably like right here, where I am checked in, starting with OK Computer, through I think.
There's some on that one that I don't care about.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, and I'm just saying, like, I think that's a good album, right?
Like I honestly, I skip Karma Police because I've heard it too much.
Yeah. So, but then they keep going uphill, right? With the next two records, and then I think they go go down a little bit after with
That's the
Hail to the
thing.
Thief.
I want to hear Hail to the Thief again because there are some tracks on that I really do like.
Yes, and I remember really, really, really enjoying it. And then the next record, I just didn't listen to
King
at
of
all.
Limbs, or no, In Rainbows.
No, I think In Rainbows, right?
That dude, that's that's a really good album too.
And that came out during a ridiculously dark period in my life.
Yeah.
So yeah, which would be interesting to discuss, and
Yeah, well, I mean, that album's kind of. It's kind of radio friendly, but it's still, you can tell they're doing their own thing.
If we ever do discuss In Rainbows, I will talk about the show that I saw at the Coca-Cola Starplex. Both times that I saw them.
Oh, you saw them? See, I've never seen them live.
See, I've seen them twice.
Okay.
Once was the In Rainbows tour, which again, very dark period in my life.
Yeah.
Once was for this album's tour. They opened for REM.
Oh, the Bends?
Yes.
Ah.
And they played, I looked up their set list. They played 8 songs. They did play Creep. I didn't realize. Yeah, they did. That was one of the 8
they only
songs.
had 2 albums. So.
And there was only one other song from Pablo Honey, and then the rest. So like 6 of the 8 songs.
I don't even know, like, what was the other single off of Pablo Honey?
Oh, I don't remember. But I went back and listened to the record, and man, it's more like British kind of rock,
90s pop rock,
90s Brit.
I never got into rock. King of Limbs, but I really like Moonshaped Pool. But like,
I heard King of Limbs was like really, really good.
I need to re-listen to it.
I mean,
it's real weird. Like it's not like, it's real weird, I guess. But like, what was the other one? But like, honestly, like, I like The Smile almost just as much as Radiohead, because
yes,
I don't know what they're doing, but they're just doing something that's like, it's like Radiohead, but it's more raw. But it's not like this stuff. It's not like the Bends. It's not like old Radiohead or something like that. It's just
it feels like more immediate Radiohead, right? Like Radiohead feels very deliberate in kind of, and The Smile seems more kind of spontaneous, I guess, in that
artsy fartsy.
Well, I mean, so maybe like two different, the 2 different sides of artsy fartsy, right? Like the extremely well thought out, and then kind of like the very free and loose, right? And it still somehow comes out, very distinctly, that sound, but it's weird. It's weird. I don't know how else to describe it outside of I just knocked a little Homer statue off.
That's okay.
Outside of the fact that again, Radiohead feels very deliberate. The Smile feels like it's very loose. A very much more organic kind of approach. And then whatever comes out of it comes out of it. Whereas Radiohead feels like it's manicured to the nth degree. But I could be wrong about that.
Yeah,
that's just kind of my, that's my, that's my dumb guy opinion.
Yeah.
I don't know, art rock.
Well, I
just pretend.
So the Bends, I don't know if I'll listen to it again for a while.
So, well, okay. And so this is where I think it'd be fun to, maybe rate the Friendship level at the album level. And then at the band level as well, right? Because I feel like I'm okay friends with Radiohead in general.
Oh, I'm friends with them.
And I'm a very casual friend of the Bends.
I would say if I listen to it, I listen to High and Dry and Just. That's it.
and I'm
Yeah.
gonna listen.
I might
to,
put them on a mix.
Yes, yeah, those are like, yeah. So for me, it would be Fake Plastic Trees and Just.
Yeah.
So Just is the Venn diagram where it meets in the middle, right? Then you've got High and Dry. I mean, I still love High and Dry. I think that's a great song.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, Fake Plastic Trees is where it's at for me.
Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm always gonna listen to anything that they do, right?
Yes.
I even listen to like the stuff that the other guitar player and the drummer put out. But I mean, I don't own it, but I do own the Smile.
Yeah. What is that? I did not even know.
The other guitar player it's just kind of like pop rock, like it's not. Yeah, and then the drummers is more weird, like more experimental stuff. So yeah, his might be more interesting. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, I'm always going to be interested in what they're doing. You know.
Yes.
So
yeah. But you know,
like even Tom
just
York's like his stuff that he's been he's scored some movies, you know, and stuff like that. So.
Well, but then yeah, you also that also reminds me, he's putting out
something with Pritchard.
Yeah.
Who is that? I don't know who that is.
I don't know, but he apparently is pretty well known in like doing kind of like art soundscape type things.
Okay.
And so this is going to be way, at least the way it sounds like, it's going to be way more of a kind of an experimental piece.
Yeah.
And those, you know, I mean, those are real hit or miss, but when they hit,
I'll listen to them.
Oh my God, they hit like, you know. So
I did like Tom York's Suspiria score. I do have that on vinyl. So
have you? I've not seen the remake.
I liked it.
We did go through last Halloween and watched the original.
It's all right. It's cheese, but
yeah,
it's good. I mean, it's real, dude. It's real. Like he's like, it's hard to get into Dario Argento stuff because it's pretty sexist.
Yeah. Yes.
But that's also the time, and also it's Italian, and I think that's real. It was real bad back then. So
yeah, that's. For
I don't.
sure.
Yeah.
I didn't know if it was just ridiculously apparent because I was watching it with Kelly and Kennedy, or if that was just kind of like.
No, I've always noticed that, and it's always like the most gruesome deaths too. It's always.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell that there's some women hating in that.
Yeah.
No, the remake is more. He did kind of like a pretty cool thing where he cast a lot of women in men's roles, and made them men. Like Tilda Swinton plays a guy in it, and Tilda Swinton's plays like 3 or 4 different parts in the movie. And one of them is a doctor, and one of them is like a male doctor. And then there's also some other, I think, females that are male and stuff like that. Like,
wasn't she one of the Bob Dylans and that other Bob Dylan?
No,
movie?
Kate Blanchett.
Kate Blanchett. Yeah. I
So.
never saw that one either.
Neither did I.
Maybe we should watch both Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind watching that Todd Haynes
point,
one.
We could, yeah. Whenever that other one comes out on streaming somewhere.
Yeah.
We'll do both because, man, I keep watching those trailers and I'm like, I don't think I want to pay money to watch it.
Yeah, wait until I would wait. It'll be on Hulu, you know. It's fine.
And I bet it is.
I want to talk about it with you because there's stuff in it where I'm like, I internally groaned and I didn't want to. And I want to know if you think the same. So
well, and I probably will, but there's been like half a dozen times where that commercial has come up because it's now, you know, it's streaming. Not like, you know, you can rent, right?
Yeah,
for rent or for purchase, whatever. And like, there's been half a dozen occasions when that commercial's popped up where I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm just gonna." And then wait. I don't want to.
Because it'll be on Hulu.
Yeah,
I think it's Fox
soon enough.
I think it's Fox, so
and then we can do a twofer because that one that Todd Haynes one always really interested me.
Yeah,
I
there's a
just
lot
never
of
got
different
around
people
to
playing him, right? So,
it.
yeah.
And then, now that this one came out, I have been thinking about that one more and just been like, that's got to be the better one, right? Anyway, we'll see. It's got Steve Malkmus all over the soundtrack. So,
speaking of, I want to see that movie about Pavement. Did you know that there's a documentary about him? So like they did a thing where it's like there's like a movie within the documentary. Like there was like if they were making like a Hollywood movie parts in it.
Oh, so
and the
there's like
guy
a-
from
yeah.
the kid, the kid from Stranger Things.
The
That
one
was
that's in a bunch of things now.
Joe something or whatever, something like that. He played
Pantaleano.
the guy that's John Ralphio actor's younger version. That's what was
Oh, yeah, that
yeah.
guy. Not,
Joe
yeah,
Carey.
yeah.
Carey, that's his
Yeah,
name,
yeah.
Joe Carey.
I like that kid.
Yeah,
seems
he's played Steve Malkmus in like the parts where it's like a fictional movie. It's weird, like, but there's like documentary in it too. So, and it's called
it's like a
it's called
hybrid
Pavement
situation.
with the S, Pavement.
Is it
There's no-
going to be a theater situation?
I think so. I'm trying to remember who made it, but it's somebody who's good, who's made good stuff before. So,
you know what other documentaries should be coming out shortly about music?
what?
Butthole Surfers.
Oh yeah. I got an email about that.
That thing's been in the making for a while, but it seems like it's
That'll be
actually gonna
interesting.
actually going to be released this year, which would be amazing because I've always been interested in like that's some weird shit.
So Radiohead, always going to be friends with. The Bends, I don't know.
It's okay.
Yeah. My hot take on OK Computer, it's good, not their best.
It's good.
It's a good. That's their good. Hey, we can do more than this album.
Yeah.
And then Kid A is the one that kind of was what changed my mind on them.
Yeah.
That was the album where I was like, maybe I should listen to OK Computer. Right.
Kid A and Amnesiac were just stellar works, and I really do think that those two albums in particular clouded this.
Yeah.
To a certain degree, right? I wish I had the ability to listen to this without that filter, but I can't.
Yeah,
because
it's hard.
I've already heard
That was
it,
my
so.
main problem. Was it was hard to listen to this without thinking of the stuff that they had. So
yep.
And at that, I'll leave you with this. Let me share one more video real quick.
A nice little bonus. I love it.
A trip through It's a Small World, pretending I was a UN interpreter. I think I'm. Wow, that was really, really bad.
So sorry for my language.
Either
So sorry, my leg.
So sorry, but like either I forget that they do that slow-mo at the end, or I close it out before that happens.
Oh dear Lord.
I love that video so much. Thank you.
Thank you for
It's
reminding.
It's always good, That
You
is
can thank
that
my
is
brother. He
oddly
said to me a
enough-
long, long time ago.
That's oddly enough one of those things that poor Kelsey Grammer. It reminds me that life is worth living.
Kelsey Grammer's fall off stage.
And I'm really not even joking.
Oh dear Lord.
Yes. He handled that the worst and the best way ever.
You could tell he wanted to do the Peter Griffin.
Yeah. Or he wanted to just strangle the shit out of whoever didn't mark that properly or whatever
Dude, I hate that. When you miss a step, that's like one of the worst things ever. But man, can you imagine just falling off a stage?
That motherfucker just goes straight down. And
What was he doing? Was he at some? Because that had to have been height of Frasier's success, right?
I think he was doing like a monologue or like a residency at something. I remember reading about this at one point, going like, this is even better than I remember. So yeah, I haven't watched that in I don't know how long. And that's all that I'm going to be thinking about for the next several weeks. So yes,
you might have to make an edit.
Thank you, Ben. Thank you, Renee. That's fantastic. Oh yeah, there'll be some kind of something because yeah, that was a rabbit hole I went down. I love my rabbit holes.
Well, thanks
Speaking
everyone for watching. Yeah.
Next week we'll go
Mulholland
back down
Drive,
the David Lynch rabbit hole
with Chris.
With Chris,
if he's feeling better. He's watching probably from his computer, trying not to barf. I don't know.
Maybe he did.
Maybe he did. Maybe he feels better now.
Maybe he's cleaning off vomit from his keyboard.
Yeah, he could be.
You ever had to do that?
No, I never have. But
I don't know.
I guess we need to figure out an album next time that we're gonna review after.
Yeah, let's. You come with three. I'll come with three, and we'll figure out next week.
Oh yeah.
We'll do a battle of the top threes again.
Okay.
Or then maybe that just decides the next 6 weeks. Who knows?
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Go away, please.
You are a loser, a big loser. Yep. Nobody could be a much bigger loser. It's true. But that's okay. Being the best loser is sort of special, too. There's only one person in the whole world that could be a loser, like you are. Maybe you'd like to think about that when you go to sleep at nighttime, when the light disappears and the dark thoughts way down deep inside make you feel the end coming closer and closer. Isn't that wonderful? What a joy.
All right. Cool. Love you too. I'll talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Yeah. All right.